In a world where technology meets timeless elegance, the Audi A8 Horch emerges not just as a car, but as a moving sculpture, a statement of sophistication, innovation, and heritage wrapped into one seamless experience. With its polished chrome accents gleaming under soft studio lighting and every curve meticulously crafted to capture light and shadow with poetic grace, the A8 Horch doesn't simply roll onto the scene. It commands attention with the presence of a modern-day monarch. This is not merely a new model. It is a legacy revived, reimagined, and redefined for an era that craves both progress and prestige. As the camera pans slowly along the car's elongated silhouette, each design element reveals itself like a note in a symphony. The bold single-frame grille, the laser-sharp LED matrix lights, the finely contoured hood, all orchestrated to evoke a sense of grandeur with restrained power. The story of the A8 Horch is deeply rooted in history, bearing the name of one of the most revered pioneers of German automotive excellence. August Horch, a founding figure in Audi's lineage, was a visionary whose pursuit of perfection birthed a legacy that still reverberates through every line and bolt of the A8 Horch. Originally one of the four rings that formed Auto Union, Horch stood for refinement, technical ingenuity, and aristocratic taste. Fast forward to the present, and Audi has revived the Horch name not as a mere homage, but as a declaration, an assertion that luxury can evolve without losing sight of its soul. This vehicle is Audi's flagship for the Chinese market, where long-wheelbase sedans are synonymous with status and elegance, and where discerning customers expect more than opulence. They demand a narrative, a legacy they can inhabit. Step back and absorb the silhouette, elongated, refined, yet unmistakably assertive. Every millimeter of the Audi A8 Horch has been sculpted with intention. It stretches just slightly longer than the standard A8, yet that subtle increase creates a world of difference inside, transforming the rear cabin into a private sanctuary on wheels. The design language whispers confidence rather than shouting it, favoring clean lines and gentle curves over the brashness often seen in the segment. Its profile is graceful, with chrome accents tracing the side panels like fine jewelry, while the bespoke Horch badges subtly remind onlookers of its elite status. The paint options themselves are tailored, including exclusive hues designed to shimmer differently under the sun. This is not just luxury, it's couture. At the heart of Audi's design philosophy is the mantra, Vorsprung durch Technik, progress through technology, a guiding principle that transforms the A8 Horch from a luxury sedan into a rolling laboratory of innovation. This isn't about gimmicks or flash. It's about integrating cutting-edge advancements in a way that enhances the experience without overwhelming the senses. Every feature, every system, from the adaptive air suspension to the predictive road scanning, exists not to impress on paper but to deliver real, tactile comfort and performance. The craftsmanship of the A8 Horch is holistic, where software, hardware, and design converge in harmonious execution. Inside, the dashboard flows like modern architecture, with seamless screens and hand-stitched leather that feels more like a designer handbag than automotive upholstery. The rear seats? Think executive lounge rather than back seat, complete with massage functions, ambient lighting programs, and individualized climate zones. What makes the Audi A8 Horch truly special is not just what you see, but what you feel. It's the quiet confidence that comes from knowing your vehicle was engineered with a level of detail few others dare to reach. It's the serenity inside the cabin, insulated from the outside world with double-glazed windows and active noise cancellation. It's the way the car rides, floating yet firm, agile yet composed, thanks to technologies like dynamic all-wheel steering and predictive suspension. It's the seamless integration of driver assist features, from traffic jam pilot to intelligent cruise systems, all working behind the scenes to make the drive feel effortless. In essence, the A8 Horch is Audi's answer to a question that transcends transportation. How do we define modern luxury in a world where technology evolves faster than taste? And that answer clearly is found not just in materials or horsepower, but in philosophy. Audi doesn't chase trends, it refines them, elevates them, and delivers them in a package that is distinctly its own. The A8 Horch is not about being loud, fast, or ostentatious. It's about grace, about presence, about confidence born from decades of engineering brilliance and cultural understanding. It's a car that respects your time, your comfort, your expectations, and exceeds them without breaking a sweat. It's not just a car for those who have arrived. It's for those who shape the future while respecting the past. In the Audi A8 Horch, luxury has been redefined not as an aesthetic or a status symbol, but as an experience. An experience where tradition meets tomorrow, where history breathes through modern design, where every mile is not simply traveled, but savored. As the future of high-end sedans continues to shift, the A8 Horch stands firm, not because it resists change, but because it leads it with quiet authority and unwavering style. This is not just the evolution of a flagship. This is Audi rewriting the rules of prestige. Welcome to the new era of luxury. Welcome to the Audi A8 Horch. The Audi A8 Horch doesn't just sit still, it exudes presence even in silence. It's a luxury flagship that announces itself without ever needing to speak above a whisper. The moment your eyes catch the front fascia, you're drawn into an aesthetic language that is at once authoritative and elegant. The grille, larger, more refined, with a distinctive pattern exclusive to the Horch edition, is the centerpiece of this orchestration. It stretches wide, flanked by razor-sharp LED matrix headlights that seem to stare forward with quiet determination. This isn't merely designed for the sake of beauty. Its identity sculpted in metal and glass. The vertical slats in the grille are not just design elements. They are a homage to tradition, subtly echoing the grand saloons of the Horch lineage, cars that once transported statesmen, visionaries, and titans of industry. Today, that same spirit returns with modern flair, dressed in the finest expression of Audi's design precision. From the front, your gaze naturally flows along the side, tracing the long, continuous character lines that stretch from headlamp to taillight, carving the silhouette like a master sculptor shaping marble. The proportions are deliberate: a longer wheelbase, an extended rear section, and perfectly balanced overhangs lend the A8 Horch an air of executive grace. The car isn't merely elongated, it's stretched with purpose. The longer rear doors don't just serve functional space, they symbolize the importance of the rear seat experience in this model. It's as if the car itself leans forward slightly in deference to its occupants, offering them a throne-like entrance and exit. Every curve, every subtle contour of the bodywork, works together in harmony to create something more than beautiful. It becomes dignified. And then the wheels. Often overlooked in the grand design narrative of luxury sedans, the wheels on the Audi A8 Horch are anything but an afterthought. These are intricate, multi-spoke alloys, designed specifically for this model, with a finish that feels almost jewelry-like. Their complexity mirrors the vehicle's own philosophy, refined but never showy, technical but deeply rooted in elegance. With a polished machined surface and dark contrast inlays, these wheels catch the light in motion and at rest, creating a hypnotic sense of movement even while the vehicle is parked. They are symmetrical in design but organic in impression, radiating a sense of balanced luxury that speaks volumes about the Audi ethos, where every detail matters, and nothing is accidental. When paired with the sweeping side lines and low-slung stance of the Horch, these wheels don't just complete the look, they amplify it. And yet, it is in the subtle marks that the Horch truly reveals its identity. At the rear, elegantly engraved into the C-pillar and the tail end, rests the name, Horch, in a classical serif typeface. It's not loud, not garish, it's quiet, confident, and steeped in legacy. In a world obsessed with oversized badging and chrome flourishes, the Horch nameplate is a lesson in restraint. It doesn't need to scream luxury because those who know. This badge, understated as it may seem, is a seal of authenticity, a promise that what you're witnessing is something beyond the norm. It is Audi's way of saying, "This is our masterpiece, signed and delivered." What makes that single word, Horch, so powerful is its resonance. It stands for a brand that predates Audi itself, founded by a man who left his name behind not once but twice in pursuit of perfection. It is a name that once symbolized the pinnacle of German luxury, and now, reborn under Audi's modern wing, it reclaims that mantle with grace. The Horch badge on this car is more than branding, it's a torch passed through generations of engineers and designers, from the cobblestone roads of early 20th century Europe to the laser-guided assembly lines of today. to where it is not a marketing ploy. It's a declaration of heritage, a rare privilege reserved for only the most special of vehicles. The A8 Horch's exterior is a case study in how design, history, and modern engineering can fuse to create something timeless. It's the luxury sedan for those who value nuance over noise, craftsmanship over clout. It doesn't demand attention, it earns it. With its sleek proportions, bespoke finishes, and legacy-laden details, the A8 Horch presents a vision of the future that doesn't forget its past. It's a car that respects the traditions of luxury motoring while embracing the possibilities of tomorrow's technology. But perhaps what's most striking is how effortlessly the Horch blends into its own category, one that feels above trends, beyond comparisons. Where some luxury cars fight for dominance with aggressive lines or flamboyant flair, the A8 Horch moves with quiet dignity, knowing that true power doesn't need to shout. It's a car that appeals not just to the eye, but to the soul, designed for those who see the beauty in subtlety and the strength in understatement. In a landscape filled with machines vying for your attention, the Audi A8 Horch remains unapologetically confident in its silence. It doesn't chase the spotlight, it becomes it. From its sculpted front grille to its elongated rear silhouette, from its bespoke wheels to the storied Horch badging, every detail sings in harmony. This is not just another luxury sedan. It's a symphony, a rolling piece of art, a vision born from heritage and shaped by progress. It's Audi at its most refined. And for those lucky enough to experience it, the A8 Horch doesn't just redefine luxury, it personalizes it. Step inside the Audi A8 Horch, and the noise of the outside world fades into a carefully crafted sanctuary of elegance and precision. It's more than just an interior, it's a haven designed for those who understand that true luxury is felt, not flaunted. The moment the doors close with a muted thud, you're greeted by a symphony of materials that whisper refinement. Premium Valcona leather wraps the seats, dash, and door panels with seamless precision, each stitch methodically placed by hands that understand the art of tactile storytelling. The scent is unmistakably high-end, an aromatic blend of the finest hides and hand-finished wood that evokes old-world craftsmanship with modern sensibility. The Horch's cabin isn't just assembled, it's composed, like a great concerto of textures, surfaces, and silence. And the wood, it's not there for show. Each veneer panel is selected with care, treated, polished, and placed to harmonize with the natural grain patterns of its neighbors. The result is organic but engineered, flowing across the dashboard and rear cabin like brush strokes in a painting. It curves around ambient lighting strips, wraps around door handles, and encases the subtle chrome switchgear with a balance that feels more like luxury yacht design than automotive decor. Even the carpet, thick and soft underfoot, contributes to the cocoon-like experience. You don't simply sit in the Horch, you're enveloped by it. Every surface you touch, every detail you glance at, reminds you that this is a space built not just for transport, but for transformation. Yet beyond the tactile beauty lies a technological masterpiece that blends seamlessly into the luxury experience. At the heart of the driver's command center is Audi's famed virtual cockpit, a customizable digital instrument cluster that presents navigation, media, performance data, and vehicle status in crisp, high-resolution clarity. Unlike traditional clusters that simply inform, this one engages, surrounding the driver with intuitive controls and context-aware information. Behind the wheel, the display becomes a portal, transforming mundane drives into immersive journeys. The graphics are not just responsive, they're sculpted, animated, almost alive, with buttery smooth transitions and tactile feedback that feels like the future dressed in elegance. On the center console, Audi's dual-screen infotainment system stretches out like a pair of command panels in a first-class cockpit. The upper screen handles navigation and media, while the lower screen is dedicated to climate and seat controls. What sets it apart isn't just the responsiveness of the interface, it's the attention to feel. Haptic feedback gives every tap a sense of purpose, eliminating the sterile coldness that plagues lesser digital dashboards. The integration of natural voice commands, paired with onboard AI, allows the driver or rear passengers to adjust nearly every aspect of the car with ease, from temperature zones to ambient lighting moods to massage seat functions. It doesn't feel like using a machine, It feels like conversing with one that understands your needs before you speak them. Speaking of the rear cabin, this is where the Horch's true intentions are laid bare. Designed with chauffeur-driven refinement in mind, the rear seats are nothing short of first-class airline thrones. Reclining, heated, ventilated, and massaging with multiple programmable settings, they turn the back seat into a mobile lounge. There's even an extended leg rest on the passenger side, so you can stretch out in complete serenity. Fold-up tablet screens, wireless controls, personal climate zones, and even a refrigerated compartment are all available, tucked neatly into the fold-away center console. It's an environment that blurs the line between automotive and executive suite. Every inch of space has been considered, not just for comfort, but for inspiration. But for all its beauty and technological prowess, the A8 Horch never forgets its soul, a finely engineered heart that beats with precision and power. Beneath the sculpted hood lies a mild hybrid 3.0-liter or optional 4.0-liter V8 engine, depending on market specification, delivering an effortless surge of torque matched to the grace of Audi's legendary Quattro all-wheel drive system. The result is a ride that's at once serene and authoritative. Acceleration is smooth, never harsh, always abundant, like a wave rolling under you. It's not about brute force, it's about controlled strength, deployed only when asked for. The mild hybrid system isn't just about efficiency, it's about refinement. It allows the Horch to glide through traffic with electric assistance, reducing vibration and noise to a whisper. When cruising, the engine can shut off completely, letting the car coast in total silence while regenerating energy during deceleration. Combined with adaptive air suspension, the chassis reads the road in real time, adjusting damping to ensure that potholes, uneven asphalt, and high-speed curves all receive the exact ride response needed. The result is a driving experience that feels intuitive, almost telepathic, luxurious without being detached, involving without being overwhelming. Even steering and handling, often afterthoughts in large luxury sedans, are given the Audi touch. Rear-wheel steering helps the Horch navigate tight city corners with agility and grace, while also improving high-speed lane changes and stability. It's a car that feels smaller than it looks when maneuvering and larger than life when cruising. The Audi A8 Horch represents a convergence, a rare fusion of traditional luxury values and next-generation innovation. It doesn't try to impress with gimmicks or trend-chasing features. Instead, it builds its narrative carefully, layer by layer, material by material, code by code, to create something truly original. Here, engineering serves emotion. Technology enhances serenity. Performance exists not to thrill, but to elevate. This is what happens when Audi's relentless pursuit of progress meets the timeless demand for perfection. The A8 Horch doesn't just redefine what a luxury sedan can be, it reclaims it as an art form. A marvel of modern engineering with a soul forged in heritage. To understand the true meaning of the Audi A8 Horch, you have to go back to an era when cars were not just machines, but symbols of ambition, artistry, and mastery over motion. The Horch name, etched deep in the annals of automotive history, doesn't simply represent a brand, it signifies a legacy of excellence. August Horch, the visionary behind it, was not content with ordinary. He believed in pushing boundaries, in crafting vehicles that married innovation with opulence, precision with panache. His quest for engineering brilliance laid the foundation for what would eventually become Audi, and the Horch name lived on as a beacon of the highest automotive ideals. Today, the A8 Horch doesn't just wear that badge, it lives it, breathes it, and revives it with modern relevance. In a world saturated with luxury, where every manufacturer claims to offer the ultimate experience, the A8 Horch stands out not through flash, but through philosophy. This isn't just another high-end sedan with a long wheelbase and plush seats. It is a rolling testament to what happens when a brand taps into its heritage and brings it forward with reverence and imagination. The A8 Horch is Audi's salute to one of the most revered names in German automotive history. It embodies the spirit of August Horch not through nostalgia, but through purpose, by being the most sophisticated, meticulously crafted, and technologically progressive car Audi has ever built for the most discerning clientele. Look closer, and you see how every detail in the A8 Horch whispers rather than shouts. From the exclusive badging to the distinctive vertical grille slats that echo classical design cues, from the elongated silhouette to the rear seat cocoon designed for heads of state and captains of industry, the car does not chase attention, it commands it. The Horch insignia isn't plastered across the vehicle like a marketing tool. It's delicately placed, almost secretive, for those who know. For those who understand that true status doesn't require a loud introduction, it's felt in the quietest corners of excellence. And therein lies the essence of the A8 Horch's lasting impression, its ability to blend the old and the new into something emotionally profound. The legacy of Horch was always about setting standards, and the modern A8 does so by redefining what true modern luxury means. It's not just the quiet cabin or the seamless torque delivery. It's the feeling of absolute control over a machine that respects you as much as you respect it. It's the way the cabin lighting mimics the sunrise, gently waking you on an early drive to a new destination. It's the way the chassis reads the road like Braille, adjusting itself before you even feel the change in surface. It's how everything works, not because it can, but because it must, perfectly, invisibly, without distraction. The A8 Horch is built not for the masses, but for the few. It is not meant to satisfy trends. It's built to fulfill expectations that most cars never even attempt to meet. Its intended audience isn't simply wealthy, they're worldly. They've flown in Gulf Streams, stayed in Oman resorts, curated their lives with precision. These are individuals who know the value of time and the rarity of craftsmanship. They don't want luxury defined by excess, they want it refined by thoughtfulness. The A8 Horch offers them more than status, it offers sanctuary. Whether they're behind the wheel or in the reclining rear seat with a tablet in hand and the outside world hushed to a whisper, they are always in control of their experience. And let's be clear, the A8 Horch isn't about abandoning driving pleasure in favor of being driven. No, this is still very much a driver's car, with the engineering finesse to make every mile feel deliberate and rewarding. Audi has struck a delicate balance between performance and poise. The Quattro all-wheel drive system ensures power delivery that's confident in all conditions, while the suspension actively adapts to cornering forces and bumps to keep every ride smooth, every motion elegant. Even at autobahn speeds, the Horch remains composed, as though gliding across a glass surface. That sense of composure, of unwavering calm, is exactly what its clientele expects, a car that responds to pressure not with noise, but with grace. It also helps that the A8 Horch looks like nothing else in the Audi lineup. The proportions are classic, the stance purposeful, and the design language unmistakably regal. The elongated rear doors signal to the world that this is a space to be savored, not rushed. Chrome accents are placed with restraint, never gaudy, always tasteful. The lighting signatures, especially at night, are like a modern opera of LEDs, dynamic, intelligent, expressive. Everything about this car tells a story, not of indulgence, but of arrival. The Horch name makes it clear, this is not just the most luxurious Audi, it is the most intentional. And as the automotive world shifts toward electrification, automation, and digital-first experiences, the A8 Horch serves as a reminder of the values that should never be lost. Craftsmanship, emotion, legacy, innovation with soul. In many ways, the A8 Horch is Audi's way of asking, what does luxury mean in a world where everything is becoming the same? Their answer is clear. Luxury is not about having more, it's about having better. It's about slowing down time, even if only for a few moments, and appreciating the harmony of materials, technology, and motion. It's about remembering where we came from so we can go forward with purpose. In the end, the Audi A8 Horch isn't merely a car, it's a statement. A tribute to the past. A leap into the future. A promise that true luxury is still alive, still evolving, still capable of stirring the soul. For those who seek not just transportation, but transformation, not just comfort, but a higher form of calm, the Horch awaits. It doesn't just redefine luxury, it returns it to where it belongs. As the final shot of the Audi A8 Horch fades into view, its sculpted lines and refined presence leave an indelible impression. The car, standing as a beacon of unparalleled luxury, tells a story that blends the richness of history with the promise of the future. The sleek contours, the iconic grille, and the intricate details, each element showcases Audi's commitment to not just building a car, but creating an experience. The A8 Horch isn't just a machine, it's a statement of sophistication, precision, and a forward-thinking vision of what luxury can, and should, be. This car is more than a marvel of design, it is a symbol of how the luxury automotive market is evolving. The A8 Horch sets a new benchmark, merging the finest craftsmanship with the cutting-edge technology that Audi is renowned for. In an industry where the lines between tradition and innovation often blur, the Horch stands firm in its mission to deliver the best of both worlds. It captures the spirit of exclusivity that comes with luxury while ushering in an era of intelligent, intuitive performance. It's a testament to Audi's ability to craft cars that go beyond mere transportation, transforming every journey into an immersive, tailored experience. But the true impact of the Audi A8 Horch goes beyond its visual appeal or its tech-forward features. It's a glimpse into the future of automotive luxury, where design is harmonized with engineering to create something greater than the sum of its parts. It challenges the notion of what a luxury vehicle should be, redefining the parameters of performance, comfort, and technology. For those who demand the finest, the A8 Horch represents a new way forward, where luxury is no longer just about the past, it's about the future, carefully crafted and elegantly executed. As we look toward the future of luxury cars, the Audi A8 Horch stands as a model of what's to come, a fusion of old-world craftsmanship and future-forward innovation. This is the kind of vehicle that doesn't just respond to the needs of today's driver, but anticipates them, offering a seamless integration of advanced technology and timeless design. For those who appreciate true luxury, the A8 Horch is a car that promises not only an exceptional driving experience, but also a deeper connection to the very essence of craftsmanship and innovation. For more insights into the A8 Horch's cutting-edge design philosophy, advanced features, and the future of automotive luxury, be sure to explore the world of Audi. Discover how the A8 Horch is shaping the future of luxury, one innovation at a time. Your journey into the future of automotive excellence starts now.